all of this. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Reaper in. Go ahead and bring these in. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to even see any comments. Let me go ahead and go.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. And everybody else, I see everybody else coming in. Yeah, I guess give everybody else a little bit of time to go ahead and come in. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Please, the appreciation should go to you. And I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to, build some rapport with you and be able to speak on what's happening here with, bringing more awareness to our community.
All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I know that you're on YouTube here, trying to live stream that. I know things are probably a little bit difficult with handling, commentary, comments from Instagram and YouTube, but mainly this is kind of more targeted towards the YouTube audience.
Right.
And I'll do my best to try to gain, or try to answer as many questions as I can on these Instagram comments. But most importantly, again, this is to bring awareness to the YouTube community. So I'm actually going on there now just to make sure that I'm watching everyone else's comments, and I want to thank everyone who is actually tuning in to Beyond Fields and both Instagram and also YouTube. Very important to me. So again, just bear with us here. We get everything started.
Yeah, come on in. Peace and blessings to everyone.
Yes. Okay, here we are. Leon, I love how you have all of these, support numbers like missing persons, human trafficking, just and gov action, all on your page. That's amazing. Beautiful.
Thank you. These are the resources that we need to use. These are the resources that we need to start reaching out to as a Black community. We need to reach out and use these resources. If we don't use them, they're not going to work for us.
Perfect. All right. So I see that there's a live chat here over in YouTube. Let's get that going up there. See what's happening. Okay. Here we are. And all right. And if everyone who is on YouTube, please let me know if you are able to hear me clearly over this Instagram mic that I have here. I would love to see, some thumbs up, or, as long as you guys are able to hear me clearly, gives me an indication that I can begin what I have to say to you.
Okay, I'm trying to see if they can hear you, and I'm trying to see. Let's see. Can y'all hear us on the YouTube? I don't see. I'm not seeing any.
Angel, who's a sweetheart and really an amazing person, just said, that she can hear me.
And that's on YouTube?
That is on YouTube.
Okay, then cool, because I sure can't see any of that.
Oh yeah. I haven't pulled up here just in case. I just want to make sure that this, again, to the Instagram audience, I've said a lot of things that I needed to say on Instagram now. I'm on YouTube. I just really want to communicate clearly to the individuals that, one, are trying to do the right thing for us, simply by bringing awareness or just taking the initiative to stand up and try to do something right for our community. I want to make sure they're here, and the other audiences that might be here. So I see that everyone's here. I see some thumbs up. I see you very clearly on YouTube as well. So we'll go ahead and get everything started now. And if you guys are there watching, tell everyone that, more importantly, the platforms, just let them know to go ahead and hop in just to hear me out, hear us both out, and kind of get a clear understanding as to what has already started to happen with the scenario with carbonation in our community. So everyone's probably wondering in the beginning how and why I'm speaking with the field. The reason why I speak to the end of that, for some time now, watching her when she started, to bring awareness to what her personal mission might be and her goal with her family might be. And I thought it was a touching story, a beautiful story, and I could see her intentions and how she really deeply wanted to stand up and actually make a difference in our community. And, to me, that means a lot. And I decided to go ahead and speak to her because there's a lot of different communities in social media, and although a lot of us, are more so like, okay, we're in the African American community, there's still like small sections of different people within, the actual community. Some people believe in this, some people believe in that, some people report on this, some people feel that they should get more attention and do this. And I wanted just to make myself, extremely clear. I'm not here to follow, one of those small net communities. I'm kind of here for the bigger picture. First and foremost, it is true, and this is correct. I have decided to put, my personal life on the side for the greater good of our community. Not only our community, but also Central America. For their safety in their communities. Not only for them, but for the rest of the people in the world who have to suffer by tuning in to an individual who clearly shows who is not stable in the mind, and have a group of individuals who are not stable in the mind as well, pushing the agenda to recruit, not only to recruit, but to also hate on our community and also America in itself. These people may call it Babylon, but that's not enough to fool. So I want to make sure I'm very clear. This will be the only appearance I will have on YouTube with anyone else, and the last one until I finish what I set out to do. And again, for the family members that are watching, like I said on the Instagram videos that I did with a different reporter by the name of World News, and also a different reporter by the name of Latoya Jones. As much as I deeply care about your life, and also, have respect for your children, I cannot show any mercy when I have to drop my life, go to a different country, and help America and Central America. I cannot, because these people are still recruiting people. These people are still targeting the communities that I believe in. These people are still using social media without having to prove themselves in front of the court, because the Legio Bishop has decided to go overseas and think that he is safe there. Unfortunately, I was watching, behind the scenes, because at first I really thought that this was, a fake organization. I just couldn't believe that someone to that capacity could have the influence and the ability to go to a different country, hide from our jurisdiction here in America, and really do some corrupt and disgusting things. And the reason why I say corrupt and disgusting things is because he has put it on camera. So I'm not here for allegations and to provide proof or warrants. No, this is not what I'm doing. I'm trying to let you all know that yes, I am bilingual. Yes, I have my right foot in Central America. Yes, I have my left foot in America. Yes, I'm going to testify against carbonation as a whole in a different country. This is all facts coming out of my mouth. And also, I wanted to make sure I'm clear here. I am not a reporter on YouTube. I am not a reporter on Instagram, nor do I have the intentions to be that individual. I'm just trying to bring our community, our people together and start to create some type of dialogue by keeping this awareness in America for the children who are being influenced on a daily basis by this individual. This is why I decided to go about it in the beginning like this. Yes, have I formulated a team behind the scenes that will be helping me? 100%. Are their intentions pure? As you can tell, I'm with the on-fields for that reason. I have decided to go about the things that I decided to, for the people I'm dealing with. It's all for a reason. These people really do have the right intention for our people, our community. And it's important that if I'm going to do something like this, and the fact that I started, it's important that, of course, I go ahead and speak to these individuals. What makes it different that these people are on YouTube doing this and someone is on the news doing it? No, these people have put their faces out there. They're serious about what they're doing. Extremely serious. And some people may have negative intentions, and that has definitely been displayed to me. And that's okay. I wanted to see where was this toxic, halt happening, and where were the people who had the right intentions for our community? Where were they, and what are they doing? Some other people are just reporters, and and commentaries or etc. And I have the utmost respect for all of you, because we must start taking these things extremely serious and start creating some type of dialogue within each other. Because this is, again, like I said, to the families, I have to hold everyone accountable over there in that organization. And I'm extremely aware that there is babies and children over there. I'm aware of this. And yes, do I have contact with some people? Yes, I don't need to say their names. And are these people going to be able to get their grandbabies? 100%. Okay. But again, I just wanted to make that statement and make myself extremely clear. This is the opportunity for, again, all the other reporters who have asked, questions. And also, for Leon, if you see any questions that you want to ask for these people, please, I'm here for that. And again, I'm here for our community. And when this is done, I'm not going to stop. I have people here who have great intentions, who I want to continue to communicate with, because these people want to do the right thing for our people. So please, feel free to ask your questions, and also Leon, you as well. I'm here for you. I'm here for you all.
Sassy and Classy is saying you are not clear. Who are you?
Okay. All right. I'll just say, clear one more time. I am an Afro-Latino in America. Okay. For those of you guys who do not understand, I'll give you just a slight history of my background. All you need to know is that my family is from a Spanish-speaking country. Okay, they came to America. I was born in America. The first language I spoke was Spanish, and my second language is English. Yes. Do I speak them both? 100%. Are they both choppy from time to time? Yeah, that's okay. But both parties can understand me clearly. Trust and believe when I say that. Both parties can understand me clearly. So what I decided to do after watching this nonsense, happening, was just like everybody else may do. Just like everybody else may do. Say, I want no parts of this. There's no reason why I should do anything about this. There's no reason why. No reason why I should do this. This is exactly what I told myself countless of times. I'm like, this has to be fake. There's no way this is real. There is no way this is real. And then I really started to tune in and pay attention as to what the message was, which a lot of you should do. Because judging how he conducts himself is one thing. But the impact that he has in our community is another. Not only in our community, but keep in mind, and he's in Central America. And there is people who live in Central America. Okay? So I decided to stand up and use my ability. Yes, was I, nervous and scared in the beginning? Of course, but when you build a plan and you have it solid and you have communications and people who are backing you, I couldn't do it by myself. You guys have to understand why I go to the communities. Why do I go to the people who speak for our community? Because it takes all of us to do something like this. It takes each and every single one of us. It hurts my heart that, I'm sure that a lot of these family members are speaking to lawyers and, some people who might be bilingual. But yes, it costs money, especially someone, who is willing to go, testify against this individual in court in a different country. A lot of people won't do that freely. And trust me, I told myself I shouldn't do that. But I would be a hypocrite because, I wanted to make a difference in our community. And it required me, to do an extensive amount of schooling. And I thought, maybe let me just finish what I'm doing and go from there and make sure my family's, at the highest peak and then go from there. And that's not the right mentality. This is what's stopping us. The fact that we sit back and stay quiet and don't do anything about it, you got to understand that if you do that, you're part of the cause. You're part of the reason why this is happening to us. And it's not right for me. It's not right for me to step back and say, "Oh, I can speak Spanish and English, and I can do this and that, and I have a little bit of a background for a few things that I can do, and things of that nature." But if nothing would happen if I didn't actually stand up and do something. So I had to formulate a plan. Yes, it took me some time, but I'm here taking that initiative. This is what I'm doing, and again, this is why I explained to the family members, whether you're with me or not, this is something that I told myself I need to do. I need to do it, regardless. Not for not for saving people. I'm not trying to be a superhero. I'm just trying to do the right thing for our people, for our community, not only for our community, for Central America. And another thing is why I don't show my face. Well, people, if you are going overseas to go get a cult and testify against them in court, would you show your face? And if you would, then that's you. This is who I am. And I do things the way I want to. And I move whenever I say I want to. And whenever I conduct one of these, lives, I don't do it off a script. This is coming all from my heart. I want all of you to understand that. This is the way I'm doing it. You have the right to judge me. You have the right, and I wouldn't, listen, I expected you all to judge me, but I'd rather you not judge me by my voice and how I look. I want you to judge me by my actions.
That's right.
I just want you to judge me by my actions, and you tell me what my intention is. A lot of people are saying, why did I put a GoFundMe or things of that nature? Listen, in the beginning, my main goal was to do whatever I had to do to notify all of you and look where I'm at. Secondly, I needed to let the family know that I'm extremely serious, that I'm giving you free service. It's not easy to find that in our community, and especially not easy in America at all. An interpreter costs money. But these people, some of these family members don't have that. And have suffered the loss of their family members through a psycho who's in Central America putting on threats to our Constitution and our people, and not only threats to them, but also the people in Central America. They have no clue. And I want to tell you all something. The ones who say, why don't you contact the media outlets? How do you know if I have done that or if I've done that or if I haven't? None of you know none of you know exactly what I've done behind the scenes. I'm here to simply alert this community and let them know that we must create dialogue within each other and continue to bring awareness about the severity of what's going on in our community. And also what's going on the social media platforms. There's no boundaries here. They might try to stop and, take this individual off, but at the same time, as you can tell, that one girl who's from Canada, I mean, let's just face the facts that she was there for 2 weeks. It took them a few seconds. And then we're here. It's hard for our community to do this because a lot of times we stay quiet. And a lot of negative people are trying to step up and do things for the wrong reason. And it's fairly evident. And the reason why I say that is because I'm not judging you by what you say. I have no right. Actually, my opinion doesn't matter. And your opinion doesn't matter. It's your actions that I'm watching. What are you doing? and what is your message? And once I see that, then we'll go from there. And then also people want to know, what do you mean free services? I'll tell you this. I think her name is Pamela Tipton. I'll tell you this. I'm bilingual. I've told the families that I'm willing to help them with whatever they may need when it comes to the translation. But I also needed to let them know that I'm going to testify against this cult in a different country. And unfortunately, I wanted just to let them know, out of respect, that I did not mean to. I don't mean to come across in a negative manner, letting them know as a whole, because I know they care about their grandbabies and their children. But I can no longer stand behind the scenes and wait for someone to be saved. There's a lot more people that are being affected by this situation all around America and all over Central America. We have tried to get him banned, and there's just him having the ability to have tons of people around him to keep doing that. But it's important to, we try to, and again, I think Angela's on the right path. The more we all come together and really bring some serious attention to this all over America, the more we can stop him on his tracks. This is not right. And again, people, the reason why I haven't spoken to Nicaragua and their media is because you guys have, or anywhere else above that area, is you guys have to understand, it's a whole different world, listen, the things that are going on over there are a lot different that's happening here in America, or maybe in a different part of the world if you're watching. I don't want these people to, suffer the consequences of retaliation of the citizens and the communities in Nicaragua, and etc. I have to be extremely smart, but at the same time, I must let the family members know that I'm moving on my own accord, and I'm moving at the speed that I need to, because I'm the one who is doing this. I am the one who decided, but I also bring my awareness to the people across social media, news outlets, whoever you are. I need you to continue and really focus on the task at hand. It's not just Carbonation, the cult. It is our community, all of ours. So I hope that was very clear to you all.
Someone asked the question, why did you start up the GoFundMe?
Okay, so in the beginning, what I wanted to do was raise this awareness. And then what I decided to do, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and put up this Cash App and also this GoFundMe to also let the family know that, hey, if I find any money to have you come with me, go, and I'm going to speak briefly about this, but get on these media platforms in Mexico and find a few other people that I'm talking to now, thank God, to help me testify against this individual in court. I would love for you to be there. But there is people who all of a sudden just completely assume that, had their opinion and then just put it out on our community as if what they were saying was correct. So let me make myself very clear. If you all think that, this is a GoFundMe, I took it off. Cash App, I took it off. I don't need Instagram anymore. I'm not here on YouTube on Beyond Field's page trying to, ask you all for donations for this process. No, I'll use my own money if I have to. Like I said, I'm doing this on my own accord. If the families want to help me out, then so be it. If not, so be it. I need you all to understand. That's already gone. Don't give me no money. Give the people who are reporting on this situation your money. Give them your money. Give these platforms your money so that they can grow a little bit more and continue to bring awareness to our community. I'm doing what I told myself I was going to do in the beginning before I started this. Hence why I'm concealing. I'm concealing my identity for that reason. And you all will see my face. Because once I completed what I had completed, I will show you all my face. You guys will all see. And I'll apologize here about my concealing my identity. I'll apologize for concealing my identity. Not why, it's not just I'm going to do this or anything of that nature. I don't want you to get it misconstrued. We're all doing this for our community, and I have decided to put myself, in could possibly be harm's way, but at the same time to go ahead and testify against this corruption and these people, over in Central America. And this is what I decided to do. I know a lot of you have decided to, inform our community, but at the same time, there's some people who have the right intentions, some people don't. So I want to just make sure I'm making myself very clear. I want to make sure I just want to make sure you guys all understand what I'm doing and why I have contacted all of our community's social media outlets. I just want to let you guys know that. It's very simple.
Okay, and let me see what else I was going to ask. I mean, some of the questions I'm not even going to worry with asking because some of them just don't make any sense. I just feel like, me personally, if you have someone that is trying to reach out and help in the community, then I feel like that's what we need to work out in this situation. Everybody needs to understand there are really people that actually do really want to help out. There are people that actually really do have good hearts in a situation.
I know, yes. I can see all of you have major concerns. That's why I'm trying to keep up with your concerns, because believe me when I say this, I would not be here if it weren't for you guys. I'm serious. I wouldn't be here. Seeing your bravery is what gave me that bravery to actually follow this plan. And I can be honest here. I didn't think that I'd be capable of getting behind the scenes attention from people that I needed to. Sometimes every day I wake up and I put the work in for this behind the scenes, it feels surreal. You guys have to understand that there's a lot of people in America who can speak both English and Spanish and could easily go up against carbonation. And everyone here is all aware of how this individual has already dug a hole for his entire organization. It'll take an hour at best in any court system out there to convict them for what he's done. And if you all think that these people are going to stay there, no, they will be back here in the United States. And that's why I would like to talk to the families, because that's when they need to start getting their things prepared. So again, I'm not here for funds. I'm not here to build some type of clout. I am not here for any negative motive. I just want all of us to come together and really, really show the world what we are capable of doing when you unite and we really show the people that we care about our youth in our communities. Not only that, I'd like the people to understand that we care about Central America as well. And not only that, but we care about the world and all the young kids around us in this world who have to suffer, the violence, the terroristic threats to our Constitution from this individual. I understand, a lot of people need to understand that he realized that, okay, he can do what he wants in a different country on social media and target our community. Bravo, I'll give that to you. You found a way to do that. But how long do you think that someone like me would sit behind the scenes and just let it continue? How long did you think that, how do you believe, and this is for carbonation as well, do you believe that I'm here, just as a facade and I'm making this up, or, you're not taking me serious or things like that? I'm here because I'm going to do this. And also the carbonation, if you are there, you're all going down with him. And once I notify the people, media in these places, that means I'm there. So I've been working on getting Nature Boy. I'm thinking about the first time it came across to me was 3 to 2 years ago. The first video that I came across was he was in Ohio talking about something odd, but I didn't really pay attention to him. And I started just watching his live, and I was just entertained at the fact that this guy's a freaking psycho. And at first it was funny, and it was like, wow, this dude has lost his mind. He is calling himself Jesus. He is telling people that he died and came back alive. This is hilarious, right? But then I started really tuning into everything and noticing that, wow, wait a second, this is having an impact on really young kids. And then you realize, like, okay, no, there's an 18-year-old, 18, 19, wait, how old were you up there? 15. I was like, wow. Wait a second, and then you start adding things up, and then you start really paying attention and using your mind and saying, wait a second, whoa, there's so many flags. And then you're like, wait, oh my God, I know what he's doing. And then it starts to eat at your soul if you have a good one. And then you say, wait a second, no. We're on the verge of social media becoming like the main source of everyone's connectivity to the world. I cannot sit back and allow this. If social media is now having a ban on these certain like hate type speech, that's fine. But he has gone too far with the allegations of him having HIV and all these STDs and saying he's a healer with no evidence. I have to do that. And to Pamela Tipton.
Thank you.
If you believe that it's easy to get a translator, then so be it. I'll make myself clear to you one more time. I just threw it out there for the families, out of respect, if you're hearing me clearly. This is on my accord. I'm going to be very clear. I decided to do this. This is me. I'm doing this. Okay? Not them looking for a translator that is cheap. I am doing this. I'm moving fast on my accord. I'm not trying to get rid of all of them. I'm sending them I'm going to put them where they want to be. I'm going to give them what he has been asking for.
Let me address Jackie Allen. She's having a problem because she can't see your face. My issue with that is I don't understand the reason why it would need to be a face shown. Okay, there with this, if the families aren't even showing their face, someone is trying to stand up and help. I don't see the reason why. Now this King has actually said he's going to go over there. Okay, he's going to go over there and represent. At this point, his face does not need to be shown. There's a time and a place for everything. So I think at this point, people need to start understanding the reason why he's not showing his face. Everybody else has showed faces. Everybody else has showed places as to where Eligio is at and everything. When you're showing this type of information online, what does it do? It convinces him to moving. Okay, when he moves, then that means these babies are in jeopardy of being moved and moved around, bounced around from this place to that place. There is a reason why he's not showing his face. I don't feel that there's a need for him to show his face right now. Just like obviously the parents and so forth, they feel that there's a need that they don't want to show their faces right now. There's a reason.
Para la persona que me está preguntando si yo quiero hablar en español, escúchame claro, por favor. Yo sí hablo en español. Y si tú no me entiendes, eso es porque tú no hablas en español. And that was for you, Afro-atheist. If I speak Spanish, I do. And if you do not understand that, that's because you do not. Period. You see, like, the image that I had on social media is to let you know that I need all of you. I need all of you to start coming together, and to bring this awareness and focus on the dangers. And all of you are aware of this, to our community. Again, for the people that are hopping in here and trying to understand why I'm here, et cetera, this is the last live I'm doing. The next live I will do will be I'm testifying for, or when I touch down to these other locations, depending on my strategy with Eligio. And that's on my accord. I just wanna stress the fact why I've decided to go on these platforms. I need you guys to understand it's not about seeing my face. It's about none of that. It's about coming together. It's called unity. And there's strength in numbers. Please understand that carefully. You will see my face. Trust me, I'm not that ugly. I feel like I'm okay. Okay? If that's the case. But again, I want to make sure I'm making myself clear. The message is to continue to show awareness to all of America and the world of what is taking place in Central America and the influence that this individual has had and is still continuing to have on the youth and also the adults. And as you all are aware, elderly women who have passed away on his hands. This death is on his hands because all of them have all rendered acknowledgement that he is a master teacher. He may think in his head that he is Jesus Christ or whoever the hell he thinks he is. I honestly, I don't care. He may seem like, oh, we're going to sit here and fight. This is not a fight on one of them. Man, this is not the case. This is not the case. No. Please understand that's not the case. He already knows what's happening and what's going to go on. What's going to happen to him. He is aware. He's already aware in his head. He is.
Someone is up here saying that your strategy is questionable. Explain that to them.
Okay. I understand that it may be questionable. That's fine. But it's at least there's a strategy. That's all I can say. I'm not going to tell you my strategy because there's no way in hell that even if I told you my strategy step by step, you would understand it or even know it. But all I can tell you is this. At least there's a strategy. At least there's an individual from our community that is willing to stand up and do something about it by putting his life on the line and going there and stating it to all of, and I'm doing this to all of the platforms that I believe have a true intention. So I hope that answers your question. And again, I don't know any of you or how you guys, speak or etc. But I've already said this out on social media. I told, Carbonation and Eligio, I told him, I said, I'm going there and I'm going to testify you in court to testify against you in court. These are the two options you have. I suggest you let these people go to their families so they don't have to suffer that. We all are aware that all these kids have some sort of mental health issue going on. And he's aware of that, but he didn't take that. Do you think I'm going to keep repeating myself to him? No. I have things that I'm doing behind the scenes, and I have a family and I have a life. And if I say I'm going to get something done, I'm going to do it my way and my speed. So again, you guys will be able to tune into these platforms. I just need to make sure that all the other platforms are hearing this and understanding what I'm saying. It's unity that's going to make this difference. It's unity. I have no problem going by myself doing this. And there's a reason why I'm doing it without showing my face.
Kenyatta D is saying testify in what court? I don't think they think that there are courts in other countries.
They don't understand. Okay, that's fine. If I tell you where I'm going to testify, what court I'm going to go to, then I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. But that's okay. Just know I'm going to testify against carbonation. Period. That's all you need to know. After that, if you're willing to make a difference in our community, I suggest you hear exactly what I'm saying. I'm here to let you know that I want you all to start working together and actually focusing on the task at hand, and also making it very clear to our community what is going on with this cult in Central America. Not only in our community, but just to everyone across the world. This is a serious matter. If there was a case, why would I say it?
He said, Kenyatta D is saying, I understand that there are courts in other countries, but there is no case.
But why would I even tell you what lawyer I'm working with, what media outlets I'm working with, when you don't understand that these people are liable to be in an extensive amount of danger the minute I hit these media outlets? They're in a third world country, and better yet, they're in Nicaragua. Are you aware of what's going on? And you're asking me all these questions that make no sense.
Exactly. I'm looking at I think ETA Tiana 34. She says, give him a chance to prove himself.
Exactly. If that's the question you want, if that's what you all want to know, give me the opportunity to go ahead and prove myself. T
Breeze says he can't tell everything.
I mean, you guys have to understand I'm dealing with a high profile like this. You guys have to understand this is the first African American cult led by an African American in Central America who shows all of his videos and recruits online. This is, yes, a historical event, 100%. Yes, this is high profile things, 100%. Also, you guys have to realize this individual has allegedly been carrying around a group of individuals who have admitted to the world that they have STDs. Some have admitted that they have HIV. And need I say anything more? Because I'm pretty sure all of you are well versed as to what's going on. I'm sure that all of you are aware of this. And there's, I don't need to say any more as to what I'm doing. I think you guys have to realize the awareness is what's more important.
Exactly.
You'll understand more and more as to why I keep saying this later on. But right now, the main concern is the message that I have in hand. Spreading awareness to our communities, working together, and not going against one another, but actually learning how to communicate with each other, in our community. And you guys have to realize that Dion Fields can't do what she's doing by herself, on her own. I can't do what I'm doing by myself on my own. That's extremely difficult. It takes good people around you to do these things.
Let me ask what Supreme was saying. Supreme says, but what do you want us to do at this point?
Okay, I'll try to make myself clear with that. First off, the one word is awareness, okay? And I don't mean to sound some type of way, it's just awareness. Awareness, communication between these different platforms, but more so spreading that. A lot of people may sit behind there and say, I don't know necessarily X, Y, Z, but more so just explaining to the people who are tuning in, just brand new to your channel, etc., the dangers that this individual has already committed on camera. And if you want to be specific and not worry about it, just tell them. But it's more about the awareness of what's happening in our community here in America, but also where they are located, actually in Central America, where what they're doing over there is, and again, there's a reason why I'm doing this. And again, I know some of you are spreading awareness. I'm not saying none of you are, but if you guys think I have the time to contact every single media outlet on YouTube, I'm not the superhero like that, man. It takes all of us to do that. That's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. I think, and I think I'm making myself clear enough already as to why I'm here. Some of you may agree. Some of you may not. That's fine. But again, for all of you,
and
please, all of you. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say something to the people too that are asking about what can we do. If you do have a platform, I encourage people that do have platforms to continue to spread that awareness. If you don't have a platform, I encourage you people, our people in our melanated community, to please press the share button. That's what I've asked for my, if you're going to donate to my channel at all on my YouTube, press that share button. That's what I want for my donations. Press the share button. We need to have this awareness in our communities. If you want to know what you can do, Supreme, press the share button. Share the information. Share the information from the platforms that you see that are concentrated on and have a certain urgency about our melanated community. This is what I'm concerned about. This is what you can do to help if you don't have that platform.
That is correct. All of you. All of you. That is the message. I hope you guys can get that clearly. Please. Again, this is the last time you guys are even going to hear my voice on social media. This is the last time. There's no need for me to continue to come back here.
Right, and that's just the reason why I said I'm not going to continue to be in the that carbonation cycle. As I said, I have a heart. My energy is still the same as far as I pray for those kids that are over there in carbonation. My mission is to help out our black people. Period. We have a mental illness in our community, and we need to work on it with all our might. We need to have a sense of urgency that is ongoing, is consistent. It's not just a one day I care, the next day I don't. It's not I only care on holidays, the next day I don't. We need to have that sense of urgency in our community all the time. Okay, this is what I'm working on in my background. I cannot always be online. I'm going to spread as much awareness as possible that I can spread online, but my place is out in my community, making moves in my community. The same way I'm making moves as far as my niece is concerned. These are moves that are being made. We have to get out here. As I was saying about the families earlier, and always, please get out here and start filling out these paperwork. Get into this system. Get into the system that we have that's here for us. We have to use this system. We don't have our own system. Therefore, we have to use the system that is here. So get into these court systems. Fill out that paperwork. If you have to fax. If you have to certify. Get out here and read. Do your research. Use the resources that are here for us. We don't have the resources. So right now, we have to use the resources that we have here in their system, and we got to start creating our own. That's just point blank.
I mean, it's very evident. A lot of people in this group, have a sense of understanding you, Be honest, it's a beautiful thing. You know, me and Dion spoke behind the scenes, and I can assure you that her intentions for our community and for her own cause are very beautiful. I need you guys to understand that. You know, a lot of people talk about this is a time for this or time for that. I think every single day is a time for us to do whatever we can to make a difference in our community. I think that's an everyday thing, and it will never stop being an everyday thing. It's every single day.
It's all the time. And I want to address another thing. Sharpery, she's saying that carbonation isn't the only situation being addressed either. There are many children in our communities that do need help, and that is what my concentration is on. That is the reason why my energy, I got to get out here and do something about it. And that is what my mission, that is what this organization that I am creating is all about. I'm creating it for our Black community. We must do something about it. So it's not only about the kids, and it does not take any energy away from the kids over there in carbonation, but we have to have in our community set aside that, hey, our families, first and foremost, the families in our Black community, you got to start standing up. You have to start standing up. You have to be upset about this. There has to be an uproar about your madness, because there can never be a point in your life where you feel like, oh, well, it's Father's Day, so I'm gonna chill back. No. Those days are set aside because we're in a system. That is an enslavement of our mindset to think that, oh, just because on this day we might need to just chill back. No, if you have a situation and there's a child involved, or you really care about your family and your melanated community is involved in such a sick situation, there are no days off. There are no days off. You must be consistent on 100% consistent 365 day. That it has to be that all the time. All the time.
That is correct, everyone. That she's saying something. Like I said, a lot of you may judge and have your speculations. Just like I said, just judge me for my actions if you want to. But this is the last time I'm going to be on, any platform. I just wanted to make sure that, if that's the case, I want to make sure I do it with great people who have great intentions. And there's a lot of people who I've emailed, and tried to communicate with about the scenario. And again, I have to move at, my speed. So if things didn't go correctly that way, I'm here for a reason. And I believe in Dion Fields. I believe in her, the people in her community, like her little, in her, all of her followers. Because you're not just going to tune in here for just, entertainment. She's doing something amazing. She is doing something amazing. And I have to stand behind someone who's doing that.
And someone else is saying, they're saying something about a Reaper name change. Explain, can you even go in on that?
Yes. Ironically, out of nowhere, like I said, you guys, I have a busy life and I have things to do. And I don't do social media like that. I don't know how a lot of these things work. I can teach myself and go from there, but I guess people reported my page, so I had to do another one. So I had to make this last one here and send my last messages out as fast as I could, and then go from there. A lot of these people have my numbers. The people who I need to be in contact with, you know who you are. We're going from there. But like I said, I work behind the scenes, and that's just it. I just wanted to make sure I did the right thing to respect as many YouTubers who have a platform who, cover, what's going on with our community, and carbonation as a cult and what's happening in Central America with these individuals. It's something that I had to do to make things right. And go from there.
I'm gonna let's address Sassy Classy. She's saying that she understands what you're saying. She says she's glad you stepped up. Where she's saying that she doesn't have an issue with not seeing your face. She has an issue with your delivery. She said that you're talking down to us about a third world country and Latinos that we haven't even thought about, cared about. I don't get that. But she said you expect for us to understand things that you're not explaining to us, and then you want us to say that they're dumb questions.
Some of you have some dumb questions. I mean, I have the right to say that. And Sassy, I can't see what you're saying, but you may have your thought on that, making it seem like I'm doing this or I'm doing that, or I may have done it the wrong way, but I mean, at least I'm doing something. At least I'm doing something, and I feel that I'm doing it the right way. And regardless about how I go about it or anything of that nature, I'm going to do it the way I know how to do it. And that's just what it is. I mean, if you have a better way of doing what I'm doing, then I suggest you should do it. Maybe introduce yourself on, one of these platforms and let them know your mission, and then you do it. And you tell the Central American community, and you go about it the way you want to go about it. I can't do it the way you guys want me to. I can't do it your way. I can only do this my way.
I don't really think he's making. Someone said that, wow, that's so nature boy, like to make people feel bad for questioning things. I don't think that he's feeling bad about questioning things. There's certain things that he's not gonna just put out there because it's no need to.
I don't know. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to let you know I need you. I need you to do whatever you can do. And I understand that those people are grown. Listen, that's fine. The problem is he's on social media, and the kid that runs down the street, from my house, having fun with his friends, they have cell phones. And Lord knows what the hell they're watching. Lord knows what's going on in their families. Lord knows what their parents are doing. And if you think I'm going to sit back and let this happen, you're wrong.
That's what I'm trying to understand. I don't understand the reason why people will have a problem, because it could be your daughter, it could be your son, it could be your aunt, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. It can be anyone in your family. You guys are not looking at the big picture. The people that are asking certain questions about this and asking why he's not going into this more, you have to understand this is deeper than what you guys are looking at. Okay, I'm looking at a whole situation. We're the only community, nationality that have something online like this. This is something that is attacking our Black community. Okay, if you got to look deeper. There's a mental illness that's taking us even out of this situation and over into some type of sex cult like this, dealing with this. Okay, that means that we're not doing our job as parents, as grandparents, as aunties, as uncles, sisters and brothers. We don't have a strong foundation anymore. So what we're trying to do is target this. Okay, it's not about the surface. This goes deeper than what you guys are saying. The people that are saying what you're saying, it goes a lot deeper than what you're saying. Yeah, you got grown-ups that are over there, and they're over there because they want to be over there. Okay, but what made them? What took them over there? Their foundations. The foundations in the Black community are faulty. That's what we need to work on. That's what we're targeting. Oh crap! It didn't went off. That I'm gonna have to start this live again. I don't know if are you guys still up there? We'll see if we can go back live again. We're live again, and we're gonna see what's going on. I hope you guys heard exactly what I was saying. I don't even know if this live is gonna go back live, but okay, we got people coming back in. If you did miss what I was saying, and I'm hoping that the Reaper does come back in, but if you did miss what I'm saying, we're talking something a lot deeper a lot deeper than the surface. So the people that are asking the questions that they're asking about why this, why that, why isn't he, we're targeting something that's a lot deeper than what you guys are questioning about. Okay, you worried about his face. We're sitting up here worried about, hey, this is on the social media. This is the only nationality. With me being a part of this black community, we gotta have something to be proud of. We have to have something to stand up for. At this point, if at this point I'm looking at us like, wow, we got people that actually have thousands of people on a platform that are in our black community, have thousands of people that are following them, that are sitting up here taking up for this type of thing, saying they want to be over there. Okay, let's look at the foundations that we have in our community. There are no mothers around. There are no fathers around. There are no sisters, the brothers, the aunties, the uncles, the grandparents. Where are they at? Our foundations are faulty. We need to start working on this. And this is what we're targeting right now. For everybody that missed what I said.
And I'm glad you explained that. And I think I needed to make myself clear once again. I won't be getting onto social media I'm going to make myself clear, to make a video or to allow some sort of like distraction. I have to remain extremely focused on this matter. I hope you all understand that. I need to let you all know that first and foremost, we all come from Africa. Everybody in the world comes from Africa. Okay? Also, if you want to take it so that it's, technical, but there's Latino people who are African. And I'm not here telling you, I don't want you to look at my face and see, oh, is he really African? Is he really this? Or I want to talk to him. And it's like, I want you to get away from that. It's bigger than that.
Let's address this right here. Nola, Florida says, just asking, but does anyone notice that he says the same stuff over and over, but isn't really saying anything substantive other than that he speaks English? And I think you said a lot, but would you like to go into that?
Okay. If you're tuning in and saying that I've been saying the same thing over and over again, it's because there's a lot of people who tune in at different times. And if you're tired of me saying the same thing, then you're not getting the message. If you're tired of me saying the same thing and you're not doing anything, then just continue. Just continue. I want to make myself clear one more time. Just make a damn difference instead of sitting back here wondering what everybody else is doing. If you don't want to immerse yourself in this, then don't. But at least hit the share button for this individual, or for all the other platforms who are doing this. We need to bring more awareness in our community. A lot of people that even in our community, with all the other reporters, they don't even know. Some of these people don't know what's really going on out there, and they might think this is a joke, and it's not. This is extremely serious. And I'm not here to answer every single question or try to prove myself to you in this moment. Either you get this message or you don't. I'm going to move forward. I hope that's clear enough.
Because I have many people also that's saying, oh, well, were you worried about these kids that's over there? What about the kids that are here in our community? I mean, here in the United States. And I feel you. But if you know that there are things going on in the United States, do something about it. Stand up for your community. Start getting out in there in your community. Start opening your mouth. Stop sweeping things up under the rug. Don't put it off on the next person when you can do something for yourself. You can do something for your community. Quit putting it off and quit blaming someone else and saying, why are you worried about this? I worry about my whole entire community. I see that our community is falling. I see that this is a generational curse that we are going through, and it is affecting each and every one of us. We got to do something about it. So don't sit back and say, why you worried about this? Why you worried about that? Do something about it.
Exactly. It's that simple. And that's, and she's saying it straightforward. I've been holding back my tongue, but, that's exactly what I've been trying to tell all of you. Just something. More importantly, all the platforms, and you guys know who you are. Start communicating. Let's make that difference. Like I said, in the beginning, if it wasn't for all of you, I mean this, all of you bringing that awareness all around us, I wouldn't be able to do this or have even the courage to do it. So I thank all of you. I just want to make sure that I'm doing what I said I'm going to do in the way I'm doing it and how I want to do it. And, it goes from there. And like I said, I just have to do it my way.
I got a question in here for you too from someone that just asked on YouTube. Do you think that the baby should be taken away from both Nature Boy and Velvet?
Let me ask you this, whoever asked that question, what do you think?
Yeah.
I just want to know, what do you think?
That's what I said.
Because it's most important what you think and what you do about it, right? But if you really want me to answer that, I'm going to tell you 100%. You want to know why? Because he's done it before. He has done it before, and he doesn't care about no children. You want to know why? Because he believes that all this crazy things with these kids just transfer energy and go to this person and that person. You think they all care about that baby, putting them in this predicament? I don't know what you're watching, and I don't think you understand where they are. But that's okay. I'm not here to try to balance that out. I'm here to do what I said I was going to do. I'm just on a YouTube platform contacting the YouTube community because there's different sections. You got Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm moving on my accord. I have a life. I have a family. I have a wife.
I got another question for you from Nola again. I'm sorry, Noel. How exactly is a complete stranger going to testify against these people when he did not witness anything firsthand? With all due respect, Reaper, do not get mad because people have questions.
Nola, please, Nola, I'm not angry at any of your questions, to be honest with you. I don't want any of you to. Some of you might like what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Some of you don't. Again, I'm not here for that. But at the same time, I would love to answer that question. If you think that you need to have firsthand by being there to testify against someone, no, you're completely wrong. You need evidence. You need evidence to prove the case that you put on someone. And I can tell you this. I think it's
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you go on some of these other platforms, Instagram or even YouTube, the amount of recorded evidence that this individual has already put on camera, that the first two videos is enough. But there's thousands, and he can't run from them. As much as they try to cut it off, and then as much as the individuals keep going on live and trying to recruit people and tell these young kids what to do, the better it is for me. Yes, you can just ship these videos out there to make a wild word to, etc. That's fine, but you have to find an individual who's willing to close that bridge, that barrier that lets him do what he's doing in those countries. I hope that's clear, and I hope you understand why
Supreme just said, super deep zone, Reaper can't take the baby away without legal authority, otherwise it's kidnapping. I don't think anyone. Yeah.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not here to save anybody. I'm not saving kids. I'm not saving somebody's children. No. I'm going to stop a cult that's in Central America that has the ability to influence the kids in our community.
Exactly.
I'm sorry if that hurts you some way. I'm not trying to hurt them kids, but there's 1,000 million more over here.
And I don't think that they're really understanding and getting the meat of the situation. The meat of the situation is that our community is so jacked up at this point that our own kids are going over to there to there's actually a entity online that are pulling our own kids out of our foundation, out of our faulty foundations over here. and they're bringing them over there into a situation like this, where you're having many parents that don't know exactly what to do when their kids are over there, when their grandkids are over there. They don't know what to do because they have created a faulty foundation. So this is what we're checking right now. This is what we're targeting right now. We're targeting our our melanated foundations. This is what we have to target. We have to start working. Like somebody said, this is not just a Reaper situation. It's not just a Dion situation. This is a us situation. We got to pull together as a whole community, as a whole melanated community, and start working on us as a people. We're not doing that. And with everyone putting in their, all the negativity and everything, all the bickering, all the drama and everything, that's not helping anything. Okay, it's not helping the meat of the situation.
Dion, I just wanted to interject here because I saw an interesting thing here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let Eligio know in this carbonation community, you have nothing that I want to hear
at all.
You need to do what I tell you to do, and I've said that to all of you. So all I can tell you is your silence is what I see. After all, I have no. Listen, Dion, if you want to answer these questions, go ahead. But I suggest you pay no mind, and I suggest the people in this room pay zero mind to them, because there's no reason why we need to conversate with these people anymore, or even give them any more attention. We just need to show the world as to what's really going on, and that's it. I have nothing else to say to this individual, and again, I encourage all of you not to say one thing. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's totally, absolutely nothing. Like I'm not appalled. I'm not amazed at one bit. I've never been the type of person that wants to speak to Eligio. Okay, so I'm letting you know, Eligio, if you are in here, if that is you, I do not want to speak to you. I would not take your energy in. I'm not one of those people that are sitting on a platform waiting for you to call in. I would not come in on one of your lives, and I would not allow you to come in on one of my lives.
Correct. This is
point blank. This is about these kids. This is about our community. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You had the chance to take something that you had as a gift and turn it into something wonderful, and you took it and you did something upside down and evil with it. There is nothing I would have to say to you. I didn't even know he came in on it. There's nothing I have to say to you. Nothing.
And I could see that he wants some type of response.
No, there's no response. Period. Point blank. That's it. Let's move on to the next. We talk about these kids. We talking about our community. Let's move on.
Straight up. That's what we're here to do, everybody. No more paying attention to these individuals as to given the opportunity to speak. They have had the opportunity to show themselves and to speak. That's all we needed to see. After that, we move on accord. We speak to the people that we want to on accord.
I didn't even see that.
And if they want to speak to me, they'll speak to me when I'm down there.
Exactly.
We'll have a conversation.
Exactly.
Okay? If you want to talk, just when that happens, that's when we speak. But after that, your words, your existence it doesn't alter me. Your words never did anything for me. They don't feed me. None of that. I'm the Reaper, carbonation. I'm the one who has your fate in my hand. And then all of these people, you see all of these people in here want the same thing. They want justice for their community. And they're going to get that. And there's no reason, hey, just allow this man to enjoy the opportunity to try to answer questions. I mean, everybody in this chat room, avoid it. This conversation has already finished.
It is silence. It is silence. We are moving on. We are moving on. We are moving on. I've never been the one to get in for the drama. I don't have time for the evil. That energy is not crossing me, period. So let's move on from this. Our mission here is to stand up, to speak loud and proud about our Black community. We have an entity online that's trying to take our Black community down. He is doing this because he is coming into our homes. Okay, he's coming into our homes. We need to protect our families. We need to start building these strong foundations.
There's something about that light that helped out our ancestors. There's something about that light, and when we come together, where change really happens. There's just something about that not even the darkest individual with the most negative intent for our people can even stop. So continue, all of you. Continue, all of you.
And I advise people also, quit looking at his stuff. Quit looking at it. You never know. This is an evil person. This is an evil spirit. Okay? Quit looking at that. Don't let that energy into your home. When I seen what I saw online, that ceased. That has not been played in my household. I do not want that energy in my household, period. Point blank at all. That is a nasty, evil energy. You don't want that. If you're on the same frequency as a lot of us are, you don't want to even sit back and listen to any of the crap that he's saying. None of it.
Straight up. Straight up. And this is it. Now as this is turning into an end here, I have a few more things to do after this, Dion. I can't stress to you how grateful I am to have met you, first and foremost. And I just can't wait to see, whatever your mission is, blossom. And I can't wait to see for you to actually have the ability to hold your niece again in your hands. And you deserve that. And I think all of you should do whatever you can to see that for her. And I can't wait to see your channel blossom and the things that you're going to do for our community. I really can't wait for that. And I mean that directly to you. And I've said it, behind the scenes, but I just want to say it here. I want everyone to know that light is a very powerful thing. You cannot stop it. So all of you, thank you. For those who understood me, thank you. Seriously, thank you. And for those who didn't understand me, I hope that you understand the message and the meat of this situation that's going on between me and Dion. It's about our community.
It's about our community. No, it's totally about our community. That's what it's about. It's not about the bickering. It's not about the drama. It's 100% about the community. It's about what I've seen online. It is devastating to me. It is very saddening. It's sickening. It's very evil. And that's what I put there. That's a weed. I call them Eligio weeds. Okay, that's because our gardens are not being nourished. Our offspring is not being nourished as we should. We have forgotten. We need to get back to remembering unconditional love. We need to get back to loving one another on an unconditional basis. And that's what I have to say for us. And I just want us to continue to move. Okay, let's be doers, not just be sayers. Let's be doers. Us people that have these big platforms, let's use these platforms. Okay, use your platforms. This is the first time we actually really had a voice out here. Use your platforms to uplift our people. Use your platforms to educate our people. That's what we need to do.
That's correct. Oh my God, Angel. No wonder why you have the name.
Oh yeah, Angel is beautiful. That's a beautiful woman right there. That's a beautiful woman. She has a beautiful spirit, beautiful soul.
Look at that. No drama here. It's all about doing the right thing for the human race as a people.
Exactly.
Please, everyone, take that to consideration. Please.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Continue to bring that light. I mean, you all even heard Ether Flare on there speaking and saying that, listen, I saw the dark, I got away from it. Of course I'm joining the light. And I'll end it here.
Yes, we're gonna end this because I don't even like that energy on my platform. I didn't notice until you said anything. I don't like that, period. We are ending this. I appreciate you, Reaper, for coming up there. I encourage you to keep on moving. I know I will speak to you behind the scenes, and I encourage everyone to stay focused. Okay, stay away from the drama, stay away from the bickering, stay focused on your Black melanated community. Stay focused on our foundation. Our foundation are these children. Okay, stay focused, people. That's what I say. Stay focused. We're gonna be out of here now, okay?
All right, y'all. Thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Continue it. I love every single one of us.
And I love us too. I love us too.
All right. So you have a great night, young. We'll speak soon.
You too. We will.